First thing has to be your URL or the name of the site, okay? That URL, if you can pull this off, and this is the mistake I made, should be something people are searching for. You can't put Acme Academy Services if you're doing consulting, because nobody types in that search. It's got to match it, okay? And these are how Google looks at your website. And really, if you figure out Google's not mean at all. They're trying to bring back exactly what somebody's searching for. That's their job. That's pretty good. So the next thing is your product name. It should be something somebody's searching for. And this doesn't matter if it's a service or a physical product, because we sell both. We have both of those items. All right? So the next one is the title, and we're talking a meta title, and I'll explain to you what a meta title is in just a second. Your meta title should also match what people are looking for. Your meta description, and I'll show you what that is in just a second, should also match what people are searching for. And if you have one of these matches, you do good. If you have two, you do good. If you have three, you do better, 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 better. Your on-page title, in other words, when they land on the page, is the title of that product what they're searching for. Your on-page description, when they actually land on the page where the product is, service or product, does it actually contain a description of that particular product? And does that match? H1 tags. That name on your page right here should be an H1 tag, and we'll talk about that in just a second too. But it's really just a big bold thing there. And Google looks for H1 tags. They know what size that is, they know what it should look like, and they're looking for it. And then you should have a real street address on your site. This is a new one Google came up with. I thought it was interesting. If you have a P.O. box, they know it. They know it. So if you can have a real street address on your site, it's helpful. If you don't have a real street address, don't put your P.O. box on your website, because they're going to look at it and go, that's a P.O. box. Then they're not going to like it. And you should have a real phone number on your site, okay? They know, if you have relay numbers, and bottom line is, if you don't have a phone number, here's how Google looks at it. There's no way to get a hold of this particular company. So they must be not a real company. They're not real, okay? So you got to have all this to start with. Oh yes, the expiration of your site. I was talking to somebody about that at the beginning of the meeting. The expiration of your site is huge. If your site expires this year or next year, Google looks at it and says, this business isn't going to be around very long. We're not going to show it in the search results. It's just not going to be around. And I'll show you how to find that too. Yes, sir?
How do they know?
I don't know how they know these things. No, actually, I can show you where you can find that. I'm kidding about that. I can show you where you can find that. I can pull up any website in here and show you when it expires.